East Africa is rising. In the north, we have the king, Addis Ababa, the political capital of the continent, sitting high in the clouds. In the south, there is the queen, Kampala, the green city of 7 hills, pulsing with youth and energy. Today, we strip away the rumors and look at the concrete facts, the history, money, and steel. Who truly wears the crown of East Africa? Let the showdown begin. Round 1. History. Addis Ababa is a rarity in Africa. The city that has never been successfully colonized. Founded in the 19th century, it didn't just grow, it exploded from a rural encampment to a metropolis of over 5 million people. It is the diplomatic heartbeat of the continent, hosting the African Union. This history gives the streets a sense of sovereignty you don't feel anywhere else. Kampala's roots run deep into Buganda Kingdom, long before the modern borders were drawn. But its modern story is one of the rapid resilience. From a colonial administrative post to a bustling capital, Kampala has survived wars to become a sanctuary. It is the queen not because of a royal decree, but because of an unshakable cultural heritage. The verdict? Kampala has deep roots, but Addis Ababa stands as a symbol of uncolonized African power. The winner? Addis Ababa. Round 2. Skyline. Look at the Mexico area. This is where Addis flexes its muscles. The Commercial Bank of Ethiopia Tower stands at 209 meters, a glass giant that dominates the view. With the new 62-floor EEP headquarters rising, Addis is building a vertical financial district that rivals anything in Lagos or Nairobi. It is a skyline that screams future. Kampala takes a different approach. It is not a city of glass towers, but of green hills. While you won't find a forest of skyscrapers here, the skyline is defined by landmarks like the Pearl of Africa Hotel and the Mapira House. It is a horizontal city, spreading its wealth across the hills rather than stacking it in the clouds. Verdict? Kampala is beautiful, but Addis has the tallest building in East Africa. The sheer scale is unmatched. Winner? Addis Ababa. Round 3. Population. Addis is a giant. With a metro population pushing towards 6 million, it absorbs people like a sponge. The density here is high, over 5,000 people per square kilometer, but the city is vast, spreading over 500 square kilometers. It feels big because it is big, a sprawling urban ocean at high altitude. Kampala is tighter, sharper, and more intense. Officially housing 1.8 million at night, the daytime population surges to over 4 million. The density is shocking, over 9,000 people squeezed into every square kilometer. It is physically smaller than Addis, meaning every inch of space is fought for, used and occupied. Addis is bigger, but Kampala feels more alive. The intensity of Kampala's density creates a unique energy. Winner? Kampala. Round 4. Economy. Addis Ababa is the engine of the world's fastest growing economy. It is a manufacturing hub, textiles, leather and processing, but its real power is the service. As the diplomatic capital, it attracts billions in banking and international conferences. Money here moves through government contracts and massive state-led projects. Kampala is the city of the trader. It generates over 60% of Uganda's urban GDP. This is a market economy, driven by the hustle, from the chaotic stores of downtown to the tech startups in the suburbs. It might lack the massive state machinery of Addis, but the purchasing power of the average Kampalan is rising fast. The verdict? Kampala has the hustle, but Addis has the macroeconomic power and international capital. Winner? Addis Ababa. Round 5. Infrastructure. Infrastructure is where Addis pulls away. The city has undergone a radical surgery. The light rail system, the first in sub-Saharan Africa, and massive ring roads show a master plan in action. The government is not just patching holes, they are rebuilding the skeleton of the city to support a modern superpower. Kampala is fighting back with the flyover project. The new clock tower flyover and the Nsambia underpass are game changer, designed to solve the legendary traffic jams. These aren't just roads, they are symbols of a smart city future. It is a work in progress, but the concrete is final, pouring where it counts. Kampala is improving, but Addis already has the light rail system and a massive ring roads. The winner is Addis Ababa. Kampala is softer. The architecture is a blend of colonial tropical styles, Indian influence, and modern commercial blocks. It interacts with the landscape. The buildings don't dominate the hills. They sit on them. It feels more organic, less planned, but perhaps more human. For sheer variety and the blend of nature with buildings, the Queen takes this one. Winner, Kampala. Round 7. Cleanliness. Addis has launched the Beautifying Shagger project, transforming riverbanks into parks. With 30% green space coverage target, the city is surprisingly lung-friendly for its size. The main avenues are swept and manicured, presenting a clean face to the world's diplomats. Kampala struggles here. The dust and the mud are part of the daily reality, especially in the rainy season, while the drainage systems are being upgraded to stop flooding. The street-level cleanliness in downtown markets is chaotic. It is a city that works hard, and it shows on the street. Round 8. Culture.